I found out a few days ago that I was in the running. I had a chance. I won't lie to you, I didn't keep up with it because that's just how I am. But yeah, after my season last year, it was very frustrating and, a tough one to get through. And yeah, to get comeback player of the year, it's a big deal for me.
Thank you. We'll take some questions now. Damien Calhoun, go ahead.
Hey, Bradley.
How you doing?
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
At the start of the season or training camp, how did you end up with LAFC? Were there other teams you were calling around to get into camp with, or how did you come to LAFC?
Yeah.
And what was the discussion like with Bob when you finally got into camp and things started getting going for the season?
Yeah, I wasn't calling around to other teams, but there was some interest. There was a couple of conversations, but none, no conversations like the ones I had with Bob and John. Yeah, Bob, honestly, he was honest with me. He told me what he would expect from me, how the players were, what the coaching staff were like. I obviously respected him for what he's done in the game, and they wanted to know how my injury was going, and we spoke about that for a bit, but the ideas they had and what I'd seen from last season, the players, they've obviously got the talent here. For me, it was a no-brainer.
Thanks, Damien. We'll go to Alicia Rodriguez next. Go ahead, Alicia.
Thank you. Congratulations, Bradley, on the award.
Thank you.
Wanted to ask, you had to move across the country with your family to come to LAFC.
Yeah.
You had a lot of good years with the New York Red Bulls. Do you feel like this award and having the season that you've had sort of vindicated, making that big move and making that big change in your career?
Yeah, kind of, but not just on the field. I think, you mentioned a lot of things, everyone in the world dealing with COVID. I've had to bring my kids, my wife out here. We settled into a place that we didn't plan to. A lot of things have happened, a lot of things have happened, personally off the field. And yeah, to at least get an award like this for something, I've been working hard for off season. My family's had to sacrifice, and it's good to kind of get a reward at the end. Obviously, we want to win MLS Cup, as a team, but personally, yeah, it's a nice award to get because, yeah, a lot's gone into this year. It's been tough for everyone.
Hey Bradley, congrats on winning the award.
Thank you.
I'm just curious your thoughts on what you obviously you're a veteran here, but what have you learned from Bob Bradley? Obviously the position that you play.
Yeah.
To start the season, there was a lot of depth. Now it's obviously between you and Danny, and also like what things have you learned from this organization and how it's run, opposed to other places that you've been in the MLS?
Yeah, I think what I like here is a lot more responsibility for me, not just scoring goals. It's, I've had to think more about positioning, how I receive the ball, how I bring other players into the game. It's something that, I haven't really had to do too much in my career. I've mainly just, I've always wanted to do more, but I've mainly just been looked at as just scoring goals. But here, it requires a lot more. Your football IQ has to be sharp every day, and I wish, I could have, I wish I wasn't as old as I was, so I could have, had a lot of years under Bob and Ante and Mike and Kenny, because these guys know this stuff. It's fun to train every day.
Thanks, Gio. We'll go to Salvador Perez next. Go ahead, Salvador.
I'm sorry. Hey, Bradley. Congratulations, the award of comeback player for you.
Thank you.
Bradley, one question. Some people say that MLS has no level as in other leagues. But,
has no what? Sorry.
In MLS, what did you learn of MLS, and what can you say to other players and other people about this league, about the level of this league, and also ask you about the playoffs, about the next match, how to face the next team, because the last two results weren't, as words of Bob Bradley, weren't that they wanted to be played.
I think, so your first question, I'd say for players thinking about playing, coming to the MLS, or what you would think, how you would view it. I think.
Yeah, the people say that MLS has no level. The MLS has no level as another leagues. But what can you say about that?
Yeah, it's not true. I've played in a few different leagues, especially in England. Different levels, and the MLS is no different. I think there's a lot of challenges here. There's a lot of talented players, just like, you know, in Europe. So I think I was like that. I was one of those people that didn't think the MLS was good until I got here and had to play games and deal with the travel and so on. Yeah, that's just ignorance. I think, let's just put it like this. There's people that have negative things to say about Ronaldo and Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. So you're never going to make everyone happy, but it's a good league, up and coming with some very good players. So yeah. And then, yeah, to the next match, Seattle, I think, yeah, we didn't win there, you know, twice. We played them twice away, and it was tough. I won't lie, but I think our mistakes were our downfall when we played them. I don't think, if you're looking at the game itself, I don't think we've been outplayed there. I don't think, you know, we give it our best, and I think when we go there, it's a game that we have to give our best, and I think we have to cut out the individual mistakes, and I think if we get 11 complete performances, we win that game. That's my personal opinion.
Thank you, Bradley.
Okay, we'll take 2 more questions and then we'll wrap. Andy Diosa, go ahead.
Hey, Brad, congratulations on the award.
Thank you.
You talked about during the season a bit, especially during the MLS back tournament, but now as well. What could you bring to this team in this stage of the season, to the young ones especially, knowing that you're such a veteran? What could you bring for them in terms of leadership, in terms of experience, having been in this position before as the playoffs roll around?
Yeah, I can only go off, you know, my, I would say, failures. And being in this position before, I think it's something you obviously got to get up for, but I think you have to, you know, remember what you're good at, remember, you know, how your team, trust in your system, trust in your teammates, because I think a lot of mistakes are made in the playoffs when you go into it thinking, oh, it's a playoff game, we have to do this, you have to do this a little bit more. It's just another game, and I think you go in with the right mentality, and trust in your system and how you play. I think you don't let the occasion, you know, override what's really happening. Because I've done that before in the past, and it doesn't seem to work out.
Thanks, Andy. And last question is going to go to Josue Lopez. Go ahead, Josue.
Thank you, Ivory. Bradley, congratulations on the award. And about that, this season you scored 8 goals and had 6 assists. What were the secrets behind such a successful season?
You know what's funny? Until I get this award, I didn't feel like every week it was successful. I feel like there's a lot of times I've left kind of unhappy with my performance. I think the numbers are good. I'm not sure how many starts I had or what. I think the numbers are good. It looks good on paper, but it's weird that, you know, I think I still got a lot to improve on. I've still got so much to improve in this team, and I'm trying to do that in the playoffs, in the postseason stage of the season. But yeah, it didn't really feel like a success all the time is what I'm trying to say. But I guess the numbers say different.